Hi there. My name is Noor Singh, and today I am presenting my Sprint 3 retrospective as a part of my master's project. So, the main work which was needed to be done in Sprint 3 was to summarize and discuss the findings, making final conclusions ready for the final report up, and providing recommendations at the last. Now, let's come to the third slide, which is a Sprint 3. Our Sprint 3 started on 19th of October and ended on 4th of November. And on the right, we have a work division which was divided among the team members, and this is the work which we have done uh, during the timeline. Now let's coming to Sprint 3 timeline. There are four major activities in this timeline. The first one is finalizing the conclusion of each key search terms which we used previously. The second one is summarizing the study from the end into bibliography and doing final write-up and getting approval from the client. And we haven't got it yet, so I kept it status ongoing. And here is the evidence of the key search terms which are used. The first one is context awareness, and here is the second evidence of the second key search term, which is understanding of stated and implied expressions. Now let's come to the individual component, which is answering the search questions, which were provided by our client, Dr. Mustafa. The first one is what are the characteristics of human behavior with respect to the context awareness. In this research question, human behavior tops as one aspect that developers are yearning to incorporate in chatbots. This report tries to examine what the peer-reviewed articles say on how chatbots are contextually aware of the user's specific need at a particular time. The second one is what makes chatbots more humanistic. Uh, Getting the context with regard to the user input by the chatbot can make it more humanistic and largely be classified as having acquired pieces of humanistic behavior. The third one is which humanistic traits do existing chatbots have? The one author found that a good number of chatbots possess basic human characteristics to include the ability to personalize conversations, the ability to encourage more queries from the users, accommodate more pieces of training, and explore unpredictable aspects of life or scenarios like weather, time, or emotions. And the fourth one is what are the challenges of enabling humanistic behaviors in chatbots? Uh, a natural language processing network as well as deep learning resources are required by chatbots to in order to overcome the current challenges uh, uh, hindering their operability. Now answering all the research questions based on understanding of stated and implied expressions. Answering the first question, which is what are the characteristics of human behavior? According to one author, including emotional information in dialogue systems can boost user satisfaction. The previous study has also indicated that incorporating affected information can assist chatbots in better understanding user emotional states, resulting in improved responses. Let's coming to the second question, which is what makes chatbots more humanistic? According to one author, chatbots are made more humanistic depending on how they address the user's needs. For example, if a chatbot is able to express empathy and sympathy, then the chatbot can be classified as more humanistic than others. And that's coming to the third question, which is which humanistic traits do existing chatbots have? The ability of a chatbot to fully understand the stated and implied expressions from the user interacting with it excessively become more humanistic. Now, let's come into the last question, which is what are the challenges of enabling humanistic behavior in chatbots? According to one author, the primary chatbots are advanced computer programs that act like humans, whilst with a fair share of accompanying challenges. There are many chatbots like Messenger, Slack, and Windows Cortana, etc., etc. Now let's come to the next slide, which is what I have learned from the past sprint as well as discipline. The first one is all the team members were having different perspectives about the problem, and they popped out with different solutions, helped us getting insights of different solutions. The second one is getting regular meetings played a very important role in creating each and every sprint. And the third one is the professional search and communication course knowledge helped us meeting goals on a time. Coming to the next slide, which is what I have accomplished from the past sprints. Uh, I have made annotated bibliography on specific key search terms, that is context awareness as well as understanding of stated and applied expressions. The second one is getting the conclusion from those bibliographies. Third one is answering the search questions. And I have also assisted in writing problem statement as well as search methodology. And the final one is planning for the final report. Thank you and bye.